Hi, it's Angie again, and I am putting another video because I actually didn't think it even posted, but I saw like about 44 people looked at it, and it made me really excited. And I want to say, first off, that I have a lot to say, but I don't come from an angry place in general. I just have a testimony, really, is what it is. And I'm called to do this, even though it is so out of my comfort zone, big time, because I don't trust a soul, except there's two people in this world. One of them's in there playing, I think, Call of Duty right now, because he's really got some things to say himself. That's why I'm back in my garage. And the other one's just not with me at this moment. But so thanks for listening. I know where I left off in some of that stuff was court cases, right? So I'm gonna just pick up on the house. And I'm bringing this up because it's actually 2 years ago to the day, May 28th, 2023. Somebody I held near and dear and shared time with, life, passed away. His name was Chris. He was an absolute beautiful soul, and anyone that knew him loved him dearly. So this is where I end up with my home. Chris and I bought the house that I'm in right now. And it was a very fast sort of thing. Him and I weren't even talking about buying a home. It just had some events that we ended up getting this house very quickly. So early 2021 was when we officially became the owners. And St. Patrick's Day of that year, March 17th, Chris was, he had a doctor's appointment, and doctor thought he had ALS. Thought it could be what was going on with them. He thought he had just had a pinched nerve. It was COVID year. All the things. Anyway, looking back now, yeah, so it's St. Patrick's Day, and then him and I go to the clinic with the specialists on April Fool's that year, April 1st, and got the official diagnosis. He had ALS. And anybody out there that knows what that disease is and what it means, my heart goes out to you, because it is not an easy thing. Anyway, so within 2 years, Chris went from playing basketball, very active. Him and I worked at the same place, waiting tables, and we just were active people. He went from all of that. He gardened. He took care of a big property he absolutely loved, and he was definitely like a native of the land. He loved the land. And I took care of him every step of the way. Sorry. It's like, he passed away here. He never went into hospice. Nothing. None of that. I did everything I could. Me and my son. Chris didn't have family. His parents had already passed, and he was married before for 25 years. And when they had separated, other than that, there was no children. There was nothing. There was him and me. And I just bring that up because his ex-wife, just something. That's something I don't want to say. He had nobody. because it was a long time to spend with someone. Anyway, when he did pass, Chris and I, we had just owned our house. Like there was no money, there's no anything of this nature. And during that time, he was losing his speech, can't use his hands, he was in a wheelchair, and I mean a motorized chair. I had lifts, literal lifts in my house, everything. During the time, I remember him wanting to he was telling me he needed a will, he needed to do his will, and I always would say, it's all right, don't worry about it, don't worry about this stuff, because to me, it just, what does that matter? What does that matter? Like, I never wanted him to look in my eyes and see that I knew he was dying. Just never fucking wanted that. Plus, I don't care about those things. I care about a person. Okay, so anyway, fast forward, after he passed, I wanted to sell the house. It's just too much for me anyway. It was too big, too much. It was just me and my son. Wanted to move on, you know, as most people would. Well, when I wanted to do that, I realized my name wasn't even on the deed of my own home. It wasn't there. My father was, and Chris, but I wasn't. I had I thought, good relationship with my mom and dad. They actually live across the street from me. It's the reason why I got this fucking house. You wouldn't think there'd be a problem, but then there was a problem. The more I found out, the worse it got. So, okay, there's things that's happened in between these, in between that, but I'm just going to try to stay on point a little bit and not go too far off the reservation in one video. But so anyway, I am now sitting here okay, Dad, I just want to sell the house. Let's just sell it. Doesn't matter if my name's not on the deed. Let's just fucking sell it, please. Nope. And I will tell you, they have the bank statements, the check stubs, the closing. I have all of these things in my name. And everybody is pretending that I don't exist. And I went ahead and got a realtor, told my dad this stuff. He's, you go ahead, honey. Get my realtor. Shouldn't be a problem, right? Well, she wanted me to be in probate court. Fine. I was so just irritated. There's no heirs. There's nobody coming to claim this house. There's nothing else. There's no hidden money anywhere. Okay? Because when he divorced his wife, his first wife, it's his wife, him and I were never married, so I don't want to just say her name, but when they divorced, all their stuff, they settled everything. Okay? So there's no question about any asset or any of this. This was done. I actually even have the divorce papers. I have all the stuff. And so I am not worried. Why do we have to go through any of this? I know for a fact that there is nobody out there that is going to claim anything to him, but fine. If that's what everybody just needs, because I just feel you're stalling for whatever fucking reason. Manipulation and to keep a hold on me is what it is, but just do what you need to do. So, probate court goes in, and this attorney takes over, because I will tell you, I had had enough of attorneys, and the resources that I have were gone. And I had quite a bit. I was did very well for myself. So in a very short amount of time, that went out the window too. So that'll be another part. Anyway, the probate court, I get on the court documents and see the public record, to see his estate, the estate of Chris. There is a name on this estate. It says nobody's filed after 90 days of his death. Line 5 of this estate. Okay? I clearly do not recognize this name. He also passed away on Christmas Day, 2020, this name. Actually, I'll just tell you, Ricardo Valenciano. So Chris never mentioned Ricardo Valenciano to me before. I don't know. Maybe it's because we were just closing on this house, January 2021. This guy passed away Christmas Day 2020. Maybe he didn't want to, I don't know, ruin the new home experience for me and tell me about old Ricardo. I have no idea, but you never know people, right? So when I see this, I clearly look into it. Who in the fuck is Ricardo Valenciano? And let me remind you, this has just happened now in probate. Chris today has been passed on for 2 years. 2 years has gone by. Then this mysterious person shows up on this paperwork. So I do a little research on this guy, and I find this guy is not a real guy. Or maybe he was a real guy, but he's on fake sites. And the other thing about this guy is that he has 2 birthdays. He has one birthday being mine. It's actually my birthday. And another being my mother's. Whoa, that's quite a coincidence. This person I've never heard of has shown up on an estate of my now deceased ex-partner, who I own a home with. Out of the fucking blue, this guy shows up and he has 2 birthdays? What? I take it to the court, bring it right in there. The woman at that place was like the hounds of hell. She literally would not answer a question of mine. When I bring this document, say, ma'am, I'm bringing this to you because there's something wrong here. Or could you tell me what this means and why this person's name would be here? She said, you need an attorney. Like, I need an attorney for what? What do I need an attorney for? And let me tell you, that's the last thing I fucking need is a mother effing attorney. Oh, actually, I could use one, but not from around here. Okay. All right. Stay on point. She tells me she will not talk to me. And I said, well, I have the papers that I printed up, that I found online, of course, and did all the research. I got this right here. I got a whole freaking file filled with all of it. I got shit. You would think that somebody would want to know that there is some fraudulent something going on here. I think I'm doing you a favor, actually. She refused to do anything for me. She refused to give me any information. But the attorney on there, I'm like, I know, I already contacted the attorney. I told them too. But what I'm really looking for is, could you even explain to me what this name would even mean and why they would be there in the first place? Like, what does this even mean? No one will tell me. No one will tell me. So I went, I think, 3 times to the office with all the stuff. Then I just asked for the notary, the clerk of court notary that stamped this motherfucker. So where is she at? You can't see her. I can't see the lady that stamps the documents. No, and plus she's on vacation for 2 weeks. Oh, okay, 2 weeks, huh? That's nice. 2 fucking weeks. Well, good thing we got Doge. Get into that one too, but these motherfuckers just live the life. Anyway, I am going off again. I don't need to kind of do, but fuck this bullshit. So I then leave gracefully. I am not talking shit. I'm being real fucking chill. Said I'll be back in 2 weeks then. I go to the lawyer's office because they won't return any of my calls. I go to the office. They run like cockroaches. It was crazy. And she was there. She was there because one of the ladies went to go get her. And the office was literally like 5 feet away from where I was standing. So it was really funny. And then I just have to be like, listen, I just wanted you guys to know that this isn't a real person and your name is on these documents. Like, I don't know what you're hiding, but I think you would want to fucking know. They don't want to know. But I've been through a lot of stuff. This was the icing on the fucking cake. I didn't expect any different. True facts. True facts. So, I will be in probate court now against the fraudulent shit with a false name with my identity, which brings me into the identity search that I've done. Let me tell you, the shit I've uncovered there is absolutely bizarre. I call my father, tell him what's going on. He says, well, I'll get with that attorney. And well, good luck with that, because I've left many messages, and let me tell you, they fucking run like literal cockroaches from me. But I don't speak the language. I don't speak the language of thief and liar. But, you know, sometimes you got to call one of those in to get something figured out. He tells me today, actually, I get the text today, 2 years ago after Chris passed, today too, I get a text from my dad saying, oh, there's nothing we can do about this. 90 days in probate. 90 days in probate. It's so funny. 2 years later, still wanting to sell my house. You gotta ask yourself, what's really going on here? So even before I got to here, I had a arrest. This one is a good fucking story. I mean, this one's a good story. I'm actually just now starting to feel a little comfortable. So, I don't know. What the fuck ever. But, yeah. And I will absolutely show the paperwork, the things. Because you know what? The more I'm actually talking, the more I realize I really need help in other ways. Like, who else out there has ever experienced things of this nature? And let me tell you, it's fucking dirty. And it's all about money and control and manipulating. Why? I really don't fucking know. But my whole life has been this way. And it's starting to unravel. And it's crazy. It's crazy. But I know I have no friends, like literally nobody that I trust and talk to at all. So the neighborhood I live in, I'll just end on this one, I swear, literally is a portal to hell. These people I live around I'll just have to get into that one another time too. It's crazy shit. But you know what? It feels really good to say this. It does. So thanks for, if you watch it, you know, I don't want to keep going on and on and on. But it does feel good to say what's up, what's happening. I mean, if anything, what does it matter? I just want somebody to fucking hear me, because everybody else, anyone that you need to go to, slams the door in your face. And God doesn't want me to not talk. He doesn't want me to. It's like, you have You have endured enough in your life by the hands of other people, and you had nothing to do with any of it. They did this to you. And that's a big fucking thing for me to realize. I'm 45 years old. I turned 45 this year. And I have just figured that shit out. It's crazy. I got good days and bad days, but it's hard to have no one, because anyone that you loved or trusted, they played hands in things, and I don't know why. But anyway, thanks for listening. And yeah, that's why I'm in my garage again. But yeah, I'll get better at the videos if anybody wants to see them. All right. Thank you so much. God bless.